Alrighty. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All you McKechnie Earthmoving Open round number 2 competitors, we're just about ready to get underway. We've got one lap or two left with the roller out in the arena. So we'll ask for our judges, Trader Wilson and Al Sullivan, to make their way down. We'll need our scorers and timekeepers, livestock assistants, and of course, the early competitors in round number 2 of the McKechnie Earthmoving Open here at Willinga at Juandah for 2024. Not too far off getting underway. Here's what the first 10 competitors in round number 2 are going to sound like. First out will be Lucy Cunningham riding Imprint. Second out will be Karen Butters riding Kittens. Troy Palmer will be number 3 in round number 2, riding Blue Tunes. Shari Knutson will ride Chicks Playgirl in number 4. Erica Hanrahan will ride Hoorays Alley Cat in number 5. Stevie Comiskey will ride Dealt Me an Acre in number 6. Pete Knutson will ride She's Purring in number 7. Beck Hayes in number 8, riding Shadak Audi. Number 9 will be Andrew Turvey riding Playful. And number 10 out in round number 2 of this year's McKechnie Earthmoving Open will be Jamie Gray riding Highway to Hell. Number 1, Lucy. Number 2, Karen. Number 3, Troy. Number 4, Shari. Erica in 5. Stevie in number 6. Number 7 will be Pete Knutson. Beck in number 8. Andrew Turvey, number 9. And Jamie Gray in number 10. They will be the first 10 out in round number 2. 200 open horses left to run this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a little minute while the roller comes into the cutout yard to talk about some of our area sponsors. A big thank you to Sufcon Civil and Mining Solutions Arena. There you go, the arena. Thank you very much to Sufcon Civil and Mining Solutions. Hereford Australia. Thank you very much, Hereford Australia, for sponsoring the marquee, the Cree Santa Gertrudis Stud Cutout Yard. The roller is in the Cree Santa Gertrudis Cutout Yard right now. Henry Earthmoving Warm-Up Yard. The Black Box Co. Canteen. All of us have been there at some stage. What about that incredible dinner last night? Outstation Water Main Bar, a big thank you. Most of us will hopefully get there throughout the course of the program. Samio's Trading Post Glamping Area. Boy, oh boy, that is as flash as. Thank you very much, Samio's Trading Post for the glamping area. The Pump House, Davy Pumps, Philmac Valves and Fittings, and Rodney Industries Irrigation Live Stream and Big Screen. Transmitting our signal to the world. There you are. Thank you very much for all of your help there. The Pump House, Davy Pumps, Philmac Valves and Fittings, and Rodney Industries Irrigation for the live stream and big screen. The FB Drilling, thank you very much for FB Drilling Services for all your arena prep. Currently watching some of the fine work you're doing right now in the Cree Santa Gertrudis Stud Cutout Yard. A big thank you to Dixie Holdings for all their support in sponsoring the viewing hill this year. I now know what real lawn actually looks like. Thank you very much to Dixie Holdings. ADG Contracting, thank you very much for the entertainment. An incredible line of entertainers here throughout the course of the program. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've got someone live each and every night. That's incredible, 5 nights in a row. And a big thank you to Rural Property and Livestock and Smithfield Feedlot for their help in securing the bronze Memorial Trophy, the Tom Strawn Memorial Bronze Trophy. Many of us here were affected by the passing of Tom, and a very bad tragedy some couple of years ago. Happened to be a personal mate of Tom's myself, and very fitting. Thank you, Rural Property and Livestock and Smithfield Feedlot, for helping with the bronze trophy in memory of Tom Strawn. Not too far off getting underway with round number 2 of our open competition here at Juandah Plains 2024. Speaking of the outstation water bar, ladies and gentlemen, it is open and operating for business. Seeing as we went from winter to summer in 3 days, maybe your tongues are starting to crack in the beautiful late August heat here at Juandah Plains. Glorious early spring day. Make your way to the outstation water bar. Grab yourselves a drink, kick back, relax. Enjoy the next 200 runs here this afternoon in the McKechnie Earthmoving Open. First 200 of round number 2. All right, looks like we're just about underway. Cutout yard flat. Main arena flat. Water trucks and rollers and tractors have done their job. Let's get underway with round number 2 of the McKechnie Earthmoving Open. Lucy Cunningham will receive the camp. Judges are in position. First up, Lucy Cunningham riding Imprint. Number 2 will be Karen Butters riding Kittens. Troy Palmer will ride Blue Tunes in number 3. Shari Knutson and ride Chicks Playgirl in number 4. Erica Hanrahan and Hooray's Alley Cat in 5. Steve Comiskey rides Dealt Me an Acre, number 6. Outside right now, Lucy Cunningham riding Imprint. Out there on the fresh ground, Lucy will be followed by Karen Butters in number 2, riding Kittens.
Hello.
A score to hand for Lucy Cunningham, a cutout score, 20 in the camp to go on your previous score of 84 points. 2-round total of 104. Karen Butters, ladies and gentlemen, the young lady you have heard on the microphone here throughout the program as well, joins us at number 2, riding Kittens. A previous score of 20 and a half in the cutout yard. Karen will be followed by Troy Palmer and Blue Tunes in number 3. Karen owns and rides Kittens and joins us from Sheep Station Creek. Outside now on the course, Karen Butters riding Kittens. Oh, goodness me, not a whole lot of joy there, unfortunately, for Karen. Cutout score there of 16. 16 for Karen and Kittens, 16. For a 2-round total of 36 and a half. Number 3, round number 2, Troy Palmer riding Blue Tunes, a cooler competitor. Rides into the cutout yard after round number 1 with an 80-point run on the board. Blue Tunes owned by Troy and Fiona Palmer. Ridden here today by Troy at number 3 in the draw. Troy Palmer, Blue Tunes. Cooler, New South Wales, no stranger to Willinga at Juandah. Big year here last year. Round number 2 lining up for the gate. There you are, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together if you see something you like. We'll have a score on the board for Troy and Blue Tunes in just a moment.
Hello.
A score to hand, 23-64 and 4, 23-64 and 4 for a 91. Gives Troy and Blue Tunes a 2-round total of 171. 91 in round number 2 with a 23-64 and 4. Shari Knutson up next. Number 4 on the draw, riding Chick's Playgirl. Shari calls Chinchilla home. She'll be followed by Erica Hanrahan in 5, riding Hooray's Alley Cat. Steve Comiskey riding Dealt Me an Acre in 6. Pete Knutson riding She's Purring in 7. Beck Hayes in number 8, riding Shade Audi. Andrew Turvey, you'll ride Playful in number 9. Currently watching Shari Knutson up and out and around and through. Well done. We'll have a score to hand for you in just a moment for Shari Knutson. Coming off her 88 in the first round. How's about a 22-64 and 4? That's a 2-2-6-4 and 4 for a second round total of 90. to go on her first round total of 88, and a new leader with a 2-round total of 178. Shari Knudsen running an 88 and then a 90 on Chick's Playgirl to go to 178 on 2 after 2. Erica Hanrahan is where we move to now. Erica calls Billawheeler home and is riding Hooray's Alley Cat, number 5 in the draw. Eric will be followed by Steve Comiskey and Dealt Me an Acre in 6, Pete Knudsen in 7, Beck Hayes in 8, Andrew Turvey's Playful in number 9. Number 10 out will be Jamie Gray riding Highway to Hell. Morris Gray will ride Bella in number 11. Tom Denson, you'll ride Antrim Pac-Man in number 12.
Hello.
Thank you very much, Erica. We'll have a score to hand for you, a camp score only of 22 to go on top of your first round total score of 88. A 22 and 88 for a 2-round total of 110. Move down now to Steve Comiskey riding Dealt Me an Acre. Stevie calls Capella home and joins us at number 6 in the draw. Coming off an 89 in the first round. Okay, we do have another steer in there. Didn't worry, Stevie Mick. Thank you very much, sir. Stephen Comiskey, you're watching Cabela competitor. Dealt Me an Acre. Check and change, slide up along the side. A little Hereford. Through they go, a score on the board for Steve Comiskey and Dealt Me an Acre. 22.63 for horsework and 4 for the course for an 89 points. That'll go on top of Stevie's 89 yesterday for a 178 on 2 after 2. A 178 on the second round aggregate score. A new leader, joint leader I should say. 2 now on 178, being Shari Knudsen and Steve Comiskey. Pete Knudsen is where we go to now, riding She's Purring, number 7 in the draw. Of course, Pete calls Chinchilla home. Walks into the yard with 78 points on the board after round number 1. He'll be followed by Beck Hayes and Shadak Audi in number 8, Andrew Turvey's Playful in 9, Jamie Gray's Highway to Hell in 10, Morris Gray's Bella in 11, Tom Denson's Antrim Pac-Man in 12. Number 13 will see Lachlan Thompson riding Durkin's Leroy Brown. Score to hand for Pete Knudsen and She's Purring, cutout score only 22 on top of their 78 from yesterday for a 2-round total of 100 points. 100 points for Pete Knudsen and She's Purring. Currently watching Beck Hayes in camp. Beck's riding Shadak Audi, number 8 in the draw. Here in round number 2 of the McKechnie Earthmoving Open. And there you have it, Juandah Plains. Put your hands together. That was Beck Hayes riding Shadak Audi. A score coming to hand for Beck, 21.5 for cutout, 60 for horsework and 4 for the course. That's a 21.5, a 60 and 4 for a second round total of 80 or 85.5. To go on their first round total of 21 for a 2-round total of 106.5, 106.5. Here he is, the man himself, Andrew Turvey, riding Playful, number 9 in the draw. Andrew Turvey, smooth as silk, riding Playful. Got a little bit long there on the top side of the first, unfortunately for Andrew, and Playful will have a score to hand. Cutout score only 16.5 for a 2-round total of 99 on the back of their 82.5 in the first round. We move to number 10. Here in round number 2, Jamie Gray riding Highway to Hell. Peel your eyes down to the cutout yard, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Gray, Highway to Hell, number 10 in the draw. They had a previous score coming in to round number 2, 87 after round number 1. Jamie will be followed by Morris Gray on Bella in 11, Tom Denson in number 12, Lachlan Thompson number 13, Tom Wallace with Sophisticated Outlaw in 14, Jack Davidson will ride Megan in 15, currently watching number 10 in round number 2 of our open competition. Jamie Gray. Takes the paint off number 2, looking up to try and make his way towards the gate pegs. I suspect another 4-pointer. Score coming in for Jamie Gray, 22.5 for cutout, 60.5 for horsework and 4 for the course. Second round total of 87 to go on the previous first round total of 87 for a 2-round total of 174 on 2 after 2 as we go down to number 11 in the draw. Morris Gray riding Bella. Morris joins us from the Beaudesert district, down there on the Logan River, I suspect. Outside now for the Beaudesert competitor, Morris Gray riding Bella, number 11. in the draw, round number 2. Here in the McKechnie Earthmoving Open Draft for 2024. Round the back and through they go, I think. We'll leave it up to the judges. Morris Gray, I'll have a score to hand for you in just a moment. A score to hand, 15.5 for cutout, 63 for horsework and 4 for the course. For a second round total of 82.5 to go on top of your 16 from the previous round at Morris. For a 2-round total of 98.5, 98.5. Tom Denson, you're up, sir. You're riding Antrim Pac-Man, 84.5 in the previous round. You're number 12 in the draw. Antrim Pac-Man is owned by Tom and Matthew Denson. Tom joins us from Bomboli. Hey, Tom, throw a rock at me and tell me how to pronounce that, because I don't know where that is. I've never been there. I hope I didn't get it wrong. Feel free to correct me if you need to. Outside net right now, this man was very first out in yesterday's first run. He's been camp drafting at Juandah Plains longer than anybody else this week. He was the very first one out in our McKechnie Earthmoving Open yesterday morning and joins us here in round number 2 at number 12 in the draw. A score on this particular run, 12 for cutout there for Tom. Not a whole lot of luck outside to go on there, 84.5 from yesterday for a 2-round total of 96.5, 96.5. I beg your pardon, I've made a blue here, Tom. I'm going to redo your score, mate. A 22 in the camp, not a 12. I apologise, to go on top of your 84.5. So, Tom Denson, you're 106.5 on 2 after 2. A 22 in the yard. Number 13 out on the course right now. Lachlan Thompson riding Durkin's Leroy Brown. Round the back and through we go. We'll have a score to hand for you. There you are for the Mount Fox competitor, Lachlan Brown, 22 for cutout, 61.5 for horsework and 4 for the course for a second round total of 87.5. To go on their first round total of 21 for a 2-round total of 108.5, 108.5 for Lachlan Thompson and Durkin's Leroy Brown. Tom Wallace is who we move down to now, number 14 in the draw, round number 2. Riding Sophisticated Outlaw, 89 points. Round number 1 there, 14 in the draw. Riding Mum and Dad's horse in Sophisticated Outlaw. Clark Creek is where the young man calls home. Oh, he's right up on the chain too. Tom Wallace outside on the course as we speak. Not quite a whole lot of joy outside. A cutout score there, 21 for cutout. Goes on top of his 89 from yesterday for a 2-round total of 110. Number 15 in the draw, Jack Davidson riding Megan. They'll be followed by Ken Knutson riding Belbeg and Bellatrix. Kilbeg and Bellatrix, I should say. I beg your pardon, Ken. At number 16, Marie Duncombe riding Starstruck Style at number 17. Rick Hopkins rides Calandra Alley at number 18. Hannah Blockland, you'll ride Bluff Downs at Beaker Boy in 19. Currently watching Jack Davidson on Megan. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, our Walker competitor. They joined us with 79 first round points. Score to hand for this run, 22 in the yard, 22 for camp, 59.5 for horsework and 4 for the course. 85.5 on top of their 79 from yesterday for 164.5. 164.5 for Jack Davidson's Megan. Ken Knutson is who we're watching right now, riding Kilbeggan Bellatrix. Our chinchilla competitor. Ken Knutson, round number 1. Pulled a bit of scrub on the way. We'll have a score for this run of 22, a cutout score 22 for Kenny Knutson to go on top of his 22 from yesterday for a 2-round total of 44 points. Marie Duncombe, you're up next, riding Starstruck Style at number 17 in the draw. Number 18 will be Rick Hopkins. Number 19 will be Hannah Blockland. Number 20 will be Justin Potter's Charlie. Peter Rath in 21. Bernadette Lucas in 22. Currently watching Marie Duncombe up the front, number 17 in the draw, riding Starstruck Style. Hey, thank you very much, Marie Duncombe. We'll get a score on the board for you. Put one all the way around. Cutout score, 20.5. 55 for horsework and 4 for the course. That's a 20.5, a 55 and 4. For a second round total of 79.5. Goes on top of your 85.5 from yesterday for a 2-round total of 165 on 2 after 2. Rick Hopkins is who we're watching right now. Rick calls Ridgelands, Western Rockhampton home, and is riding Calandra Alley. Calandra Alley is owned by Vicky White. They join us at number 18 in the draw. Following Rick, we'll have Hannah in 19, Justin in 20, Peter Rath 21, Bernadette Lucas 22, Matt Hoffman and Timberland. You're at number 23. Please be ready. Young man we're watching on course was leading the average for a big percentage of the Open there yesterday. Not sure how that turned out or it looks just at the moment, but it's Rick Hopkins we watch as he rides up and slides up alongside of his beast, and through the gate they go. We'll have a score on the board for you in just a moment. 16 for cutout, 62 for horsework and 4 for the course. That's a 16, 62 and 4 for a round 2 total of 82 points to go on top of yesterday's 72 and a half for a 2-round total of 154 and 1/2, 154 and a half. Hannah Blockland is who we're watching now, riding Bluff Downs Bigger Boy. Number 19 in the draw, round number 2. Hey, why don't I take an opportunity and thank some of our event sponsors, McKechnie Earthmoving. They're the owners of our open draft here this year of 2024. Thank you very much. SJH Builders. The maiden draft is only possible because of the crew at SJH Builders. Thank you very, very much. Cobb Industry Solutions and Cobb Contracting, the Cobb family, thank you very much. They're allowing us to have this incredible maiden for maiden. Great prize money up. Right tough buckle, etc. The maiden for maiden. Thank you very much, Cobb Industry Solutions and Cobb Contracting. Glennock and Dulverton Angus ladies draft. Thank you for looking after the ladies. We'd be nowhere without them. All right, a score to hand for Hannah Blockland. Round 2 score of 20 for cutout, 57 for horsework and 3 for the course. That's a 20, 57 and 3. For a round 2 total of 80 to go on top of your 86 yesterday, Hannah, for a 2-round total of 166. That's 166. Justin Potter and Charlie are in the room. Number 20 in the draw. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here, you heard it from me. That's the Justin Potter, the one and only. Riding Paul Smith's Charlie. Not a whole lot of joy there, unfortunately, for Justin Potter and Charlie on this occasion. They'll leave round number 2 with a cutout score of 16. Those on top of yesterday's score of 20 and a half for a 36 and a half. On 2 after 2. Peter Rath. He's going to shoot me for this, but if your horse pulls a shoe, here's the man to talk to. Nope. You worry about your steer. $85 and a half in the round number 1. Peter Rath riding Lawless joins us at number 21 in the draw. He'll be followed by Bernadette Lucas at number 22 riding Chicks Cadillac. Matt Hoffman will be in 23 riding Timberland. Walvivers will ride Nibberina Miss Menage in 24. Kerry Wallace. You'll be number 25 riding Lady Olina. Peter Rath makes his way outside onto the course proper. Oh, dug in and plucked him out. Nice feel. Peter Rath, round number 2. Got a bit of work to do, but no stranger to hard work is this man, Peter Rath. Around the back, through you go. We'll get a score on the board for you in just a moment. Cutout score, 14 and a half. Horsework, 61 and a half, and 4 for the course. Second round score of 80 to go on top of your 85 and a half from yesterday, Rathy, for a 2-round total of 165 and a half. 85 and a half yesterday, 80 here on this one for a 2-round total of 165.5. Bernadette Lucas joins us now at number 22 in the draw, riding Chicks Cadillac. Bernadette calls Glenn Innes home. Bernadette makes her way out onto the course. Chicks Cadillac. Doing plenty of work around the long side of the first. Thank you very much, Bernadette. Hey, how's about these Willinga Pastoral Co-Herefords, ladies and gentlemen? Aren't we lucky to step into 5 full days of camp drafting all on one brand? Here's a score for Bernadette Lucas and Chicks Cadillac, 22 in the camp. 51.5 for horsework and 3 for the cause for a second round total of 76.5, 76.5. Give Bernadette a 2-round total of 76.5. Matt Hoffman is where we're looking now, number 23, riding Timberland. Matt joins us from the Charters Towers district. And comes in around number 2 at number 23 in the draw. Walvivas, you'll be next at 24. Kerry Wallace, 25. Danny Kogel and one Roan Hankey, 26. Tom Barnes riding Get This Look at 27. Brendan Fitzgerald riding Sunita's Stylish Lass in 28. Lexi Payne riding Girl Style in 29. Lockie Durkin, you'll join us at number 30, riding Connor. Goodness be a good player out of luck, deserved a better fate on a real nice horse was Matt Hoffman riding Timberland. Previous first round total of 78.5 from yesterday. Leaves you, Matt, with a 2-round total of 78.5 at the completion of Timberland's second round. Walvivas, number 24 on the draw. Wal's riding Nibberina Miss Minaj. Wall lives at Cockatoo and joins us at number 24 in the draw for round number 2. Be followed by Kerry Wallace riding Lady Alina in 25, Danny Kogel's one Roan Hankey in 26. Tom Barnes, you'll ride Get This Look in 27, Sunita's Stylish Lass and Brendan Fitzgerald. Be ready in number 28. Currently watching number 24 out on the course, Walvivas. Around the back and through we go. We'll look to our judges and get a score on the board here in just a moment. 21.5 for cutout, 62.5 for horsework and 4 for the course for a second round total of 88 to go on top of your first round total of 80 for a 2-round total of 168 for Wal Vivas and Nibarina Miss Minaj. 168 on 2 after 2. Kerry Wallace, let's go back to Clark Creek. Number 25 in the draw, Lady Alina. Oh, goodness me. Exit stage left. Good player out of luck once again, Kerry Wallace. 22-22 for cutout. On top of your 84 from yesterday, Kerry, to give you a 2-round total of 106 on 2 runs after 2 runs. Rockhampton competitor, Cabra competitor, I probably should say, Danny Kogel. Riding 1 Roan Hankey. Number 26 in the draw. They'll be followed by Tom Barnes in 27. Woody, you'll be 28. Lexi Payne will be 29. Lockie Durkin in 30. Joe Payne, you'll be 31. Stewie Wallace in 32. Regan O'Donnell will ride Too Soon for Whiskey in 33. And Jarvis Weaver, you'll be ready at 34. Currently watching 26, Danny Kogel and 1 Roan Hankey. Well, my goodness. As I said earlier on this morning, you're only allowed to be close with horseshoes and hand grenades. Unfortunately, therefore, Danny Kogel and 1 Roan Hankey, a little bit of trouble there in the second. 21 for cutout on top of their 85.5 from yesterday for a 2-round total of 106.5. 106.5. Tom Barnes is who we're looking for now. Tom Barnes riding Get This Look. Get This Look belongs to Tom Barnes. They call the Upper Kandanga home. And join us at number 27 in the draw. Thank you very much, Tom. A score to hand, 21 for cutout. On top of yesterday's 20 for a 2-round total of 41. 41. Next up, Brendan Fitzgerald riding Sunita's Stylish Lass. Number 28 in the draw. To be followed by Lexi Payne. Lexi will be riding Girl Style. Number 29, Lockie Durkin in 30, Joe Payne in 31. Hey, there you have it, Woody. Round number 2 and around we go. Sunita's Stylish Lass. A score to hand, 21 for cutout, 64 for horsework and 4 for the course for a second round total of 89. To go on yesterday's 21 for a 2-round total of 110. 21, 64 and 4. Let's move down to Lexi. Lexi Payne, that is, riding girl style. Number 29 in the draw. Lockie Durkin, you'll ride Connor in 30. Joe Payne will ride Footloose in 31. Stewie Wallace will ride Catnap in 32. Regan O'Donnell, you'll ride Too Soon for Whiskey in 33. Jarvis Weaver gunning down in 34. Lauren Perrott, number 35. Of course, a big thank you to our 2 judges too, Trader Wilson and Al Sullivan. They judged 420 odd runs yesterday, another couple of hundred this afternoon. Currently watching number 29 in camp, Lexi Payne riding girl style. Not a whole lot of joy, unfortunately there for Lexi. Leaves with a combined 2-round score of 22. Lockie Durkin, you're up next, sir, riding Connor. You join us at number 30 in the draw. 31 will be Joe Payne, 32 will be Stuart Wallace, 33 will be Regan O'Donnell, 34 will be Jarvis Weaver, 35 will be Lauren Perrott, and 36 will be Will Durkin riding Young Star Marnie's Glamour. Lachlan Durkin, we're watching riding Connor. Up the front and outside for the young man. Goodness me, you took the paint off it, Lachlan, just from the wrong side, unfortunately for our Baralabar competitor on the back of an 88 from yesterday. They'll leave the arena on this occasion with a 22 and a half and a cutout score only, a really handy one, a 22 and a half for a 2-round total of 110 and a half on 2 after 2. Boy, 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 it's all happening here in round number 2. There's big scores missing out. There's some that missed out getting big scores. There's a couple of big scores that got another couple of big scores too. A couple of low scores got another couple of low scores. Joe Payne is who we're watching, ladies and gentlemen. He's riding Footloose. He joins us at number 31 in the draw. Make their way around number 1, setting up for the second. Round number 2. Sliding in for some big points, Joe Payne riding Footloose. Well, goodness me, Mr. Consistency, 22 for cutout, 62.5 for horse work and 4 for the course. For a second round total of 88.5 to go on his 88.5 from yesterday. Joe Payne and Footloose, a 2-round total of 177. 177 will put you in about 3rd place standing thus far, Joe. Let's go to Clark Creek again for another one of the Wallace family, Stewie Wallace, riding Catnap, number 32 in the draw. Got an idea they might have been in the money here last year. Following Stewie will be Regan O'Donnell riding Too Soon for Whiskey. Jarvis Weaver riding Gunning Down in 34. Number 35 will be Lauren Perrott. Will Durkin, you'll be in 36. Kylie Graham's Metallic Moon in 37. And Jay Hall's Clever Rio in 38. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Thank you very much, Stewie Wallace. 23, 63 and 4, 2, 3, 6, 3 and 4 for a second round total of 90. Goes on top of yesterday's score of 22 for a 2-round total of 112. Boy, oh boy, I bet you wish you could have done that yesterday too, Stewie. On Catnap and put a couple of 90s together. 112 on 2 after 2 as we go down to number 33 in the draw. Regan O'Donnell riding Too Soon for Whiskey. No way it's too soon for Whiskey. It's 10 past 1 in the afternoon. Regan O'Donnell is who we're watching. Makes her way around the first. Check and change and look up for number 2. Arena cleaners, if we can just have a look over to the southeast side of the arena, please, if we can keep those cattle back behind the wing. Thank you very much. Boy, that last steer out there for Regan O'Donnell would make an onion taste well. That's a good calf. Unfortunately for Regan, 16.5 a cutout score only on top of her 22 from yesterday on a lovely horse. They're going to go home with 38.5 on 2 after 2. Jarvis Weaver joins us now in camp, riding Gunning Down, number 34 on the draw. They'll be followed by Lauren Perrott in 35, Will Durkin, Marnie's Glamour in 36. Young Star Marnie's Glamour, that is. 37 will be Kylie Graham and Metallic Moon. Jay Hall in 38. Matthew Dunn, 39, and Kimberly Salmon please be ready at number 40. Jarvis Weaver riding Gunning Down, number 34 in the draw, make their way around the best part of number 2. Waiting, slide up alongside of him. Oh, goodness me. We'll wait and see what our judges think, Jarvis. We'll have a score on the board for you in just a moment. 15.5 for Camp score, 56 for horsework and 3 for the course. Second round total of 74.5 to go on your first round total of 87. For a 2-round total of 161.5 on 2. After 2 for Jarvis Weaver and Gunning Down. Number 35, Lauren Perrott joins us now. Springshaw competitor. Married to one of Queensland's most famous fishermen. Lauren makes her way out on the court right now, riding Lament. Get their way around number 1. Thank you very much, Lauren. We'll have a score on the board for you in just a moment. We'll concur with our judges. 21 for cutout, 58.5 for horsework and 3 for the course for a second round total of 82.5 to go on your first round total of 21. For a 2-round total of 103.5, 103.5. Will Durkin, who we're watching riding Young Star Marnie's Glamour. Around the back and through we go for Young Stars Marnie's Glamour with Will Durkin. 23 for cutout, 63.5 for horsework, 4 for the course for a second round total of 90.5, 90.5. Goes on top of their previous first round score of 22. For a 2-round total of 112.5, 112.5 for Will Durkin and Marnie's Glamour. Kylie Graham, we're watching riding the one and only Metallic Moon. Number 37 in the draw, Jay Hall, you'll be next. Jay will be riding Hall's Clever Rio. Number 38, Matthew Dunn will ride Cedar Grove Contiki then in 39. Kimberly, you'll ride Platinum Coals in 40. Kimberly Salmon, that is. Ben Tapp, you'll ride Bill in 41. Luke Bennett, 42, will ride Barmac Lashes. Curdy Hanrahan, you'll ride Christmas Cat in 43. And Matt Moffat, number 44, you'll join us on Miss Scarlet Acres. Currently watching Kylie Graham outside right now on Metallic Moon. Well, Kylie Graham, people are going to get bogged in the tracks you left at the gate. You may have got that deep in the ground. Unfortunately, a cutout score there, only 17.5. 17.5 for Kylie, and Metallic Moon goes on top of their 84.5 from yesterday for a 2-round total of 102 on 2 after 2. Jay Hall, you're next, riding Hall's Clever Rio. Number 38 in the draw. Jay Hall, we're watching one of our fantastic trophy supporters. Wonderful bronze artist, highly credentialed camp drafter, breeder of thousands of horses, breeder of thousands of head of cattle. One of the best all-round ladies in the industry, around and through she goes. Thank you very much, Jay. It's our pleasure having you here once again at Juandah Plains for 2024. We'll have a score on the board for you in just a moment. 16 for cutout, 62 for horsework, and 4 for the course. Second round total of 82 points to go on top of your first round total of 81.5 for a 2-round total of 163.5, 163.5. Let's go down now to Matthew Dunn riding Cedar Grove Contiki up the front, number 39 in the draw. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can put your hands together if you see something you like. Matthew Dunn, our Clifton competitor. They scored a hand for round number 2, 22 for cutout, 62 for horsework, and 4 for the course. For a round 2 total of 88 points, goes on top of their first round total of 21 for a 2-round total of 109 or 109. For Matthew Dunn and Cedar Grove Contiki. Kimberly Salmon is who we're watching. Riding Platinum Coals. Number 40 in the draw. Round number 1, check and change over, looks up for number 2. Waiting, slides up there to have a look at the gate. There's Kimberly Salmon and Platinum Coals. Thank you very much, Kimberly. They scored a hand, 22 for cutout, 62 for horsework, and 4 for the course. For 88 points for round number 2 on top of your 86 from the first round, Kimberly Salmon, for 2-round total of 174. 174 on 2. After 2. Let's go to number 41. In round number 2 of the McKechnie Earthmoving Open competition here this afternoon. None other than Ben Tapp himself. Ben Tapp's riding Bill in 41. Luke Bennett will ride Barmac Lashes in 42. Kurt Hanrahan and Christmas Cat in 43. Matt Moffat and Miss Scarlet Acres in 44. Number 45 will be William Chaga riding Bailey's Hooligan. Take another opportunity to thank some of our great event sponsors, to Pumps and Solar for sponsoring our team draft, a great event here last year. Pumps and Solar, thank you very, very much for sponsoring the team draft. Power Energy and Power Contracting, the naming rights sponsor of our restricted open, thank you very much for that. Power Energy and Power Contracting. A big thank you to Roma Wire and Steel for the Stallion Draft. Thanks very much, Roma Wire and Steel. And to Anna Branch Santa Gertrudis for the Novice Shootout. Thank you very much for all the crew from Anna Branch Santa Gertrudis Stud. Ben Tapp is who we're watching riding Bill. There you go, we'll leave it up to the judges. We'll have a score on the board for round number 2 for Ben Tapp at draw number 41 in just a moment. 16 for cutout, 58.5 for horsework, and 3 for the cause for a round 2 total. 77.5 to go on his first round total of 14.5 for a 2-round total of 92. 92 is a good score, Ben. Just needed one less run to get it. 42's up next. Luke Bennett riding Barmac Lashes. Luke will be followed by Kurt Hanrahan riding Christmas Cat in 43. Matt Moffat's Miss Scarlet Acres in 44. William Chag, you'll be 45. And Tony Menkins will see you riding Hazelwood Carissa in 46. Not a whole lot of joy out there, unfortunately, for Luke Bennett and Barmac Lashes. Cutout score 15. Goes on top of their first round score of 88 for a 2-round total of 103. 103. Kurt Hanrahan, let's go to our Billawheeler competitor, Curtie Hanrahan riding Christmas Cat. Kurt and Erica Hanrahan's Christmas Cat. Billawheeler, the young man, joins us from number 43 in the draw. Not a whole lot of joy there. Took a little bit of paint off the second, only on the wrong side of the peg, unfortunately, for Kurt and Christmas Cat. Second round score of 22 to go on top of your real handy 88 from the first for a 2-round total of 110. 110 points. Matt Moffat is up next, riding Miss Scarlet Acres, number 44 on the draw. Matt will be followed by William Chug in 45, Tony Mankins in 46, Jackie Knutson in 47, Bradley Comiskey's Travel Light in 48, Rowan Marks and Turner Marks Editor in 49, and number 50 before we change the cattle will be Ben Hall riding Hall's Accordion. How's about the Willinga Pastoral Co. Herefords, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Moffat slides yet another one through the gate on Miss Scarlet Acres. 22 for cutout, 63 for horsework and 4 for the course. That's a 22, 63 and 4 for a second round total of 89 to go on your first round total of 88 and a half for a 2-round total of 177 and a half for Matt Moffat and Miss Scarlet Acres. That'll stand you in about third spot at this stage, Matty Moffat. As we go to 45, William Chug riding Bailey's Hooligan. Thank you very much, William Chug at Bailey's Hooligan. Waiting for our scores to come through and compute and calculate. There we go. 22 for cutout, 53 and a half for horsework and 3 for the course for a second round total of 78 and a half. Round number 2 for a 2-round total of 78 and a half for William and Bailey's Hooligan. Tony Menkins is up riding Hazelwood Charisma, number 46 in the draw. We will be changing the cattle at 48. We'll be changing the cattle at 50, I should say. We will change the cattle after number 50, so after Ben Hall. Currently watching Tony Menkins and Hazelwood Carissa. Armadale competitor. Not a whole lot of joy out there on outside, unfortunately, for Tony. Cutout score there of 16 goes on yesterday's 19 for a 2-round total of 35. As we look down to Jackie Knutson riding Kilbegan Titanium. Number 47 in the draw. 48 will be Bradley Comiskey riding Travel Light. 49, Rowan Marks riding Turner Marks Editor. And number 50 will be Ben Hall riding Hall's Accordion. Jackie Knutson outside, we're watching, currently riding Kilbegan Titanium. Got absolutely slung-shot and sidestepped inside the yard by a little broken ballie. Round number 2 for Jackie Knutson. Thank you very much, Jackie. We'll have a score come to hand for you in just a moment. A 16 for cutout, 54 and a half for horsework and 3 for the course for a round 2 total of 73 and a half on top of your first round total of 60 and a half for a 2-round total of 134 points, 134 for Jackie Knutson and Kilbeggan Titanium. Bradley Comiskey and Travel Light. Number 48 in the draw, round number 2 of the McKechnie Earthmoving Open. 84.5 in round number 1. Well, there's some tracks someone will have to dig himself out of. Bradley Comiskey and Travel Light. Outside now on the course for Bradley and Travel Light. Doing plenty of work putting their first peg together. Now judges say thank you very much, Bradley. We've seen enough. We'll have a score to hand for you in just a minute. Cam score only 16 for cutout, on top of your 84.5 of your previous first round score to give you a 2-round total of 100.5 for Brad Comiskey and Travel Light. 100.5. Rowan Marks is who we're watching right now, riding Turner Marks Editor. We'll look to the scoreboard for Rowan and Editor. A cutout score there. Cutout score of 22 for the Charlwood competitor. 22 points to go on top of their 82 from yesterday for a 2-round total of 104. Okay, and before we change the yard, we'll have Ben Hall at 50 in the draw. Ben's riding Hall's Accordion. Muttaburra and Julia Creek competitor. Not a whole lot of joy there, unfortunately. It can happen to the best of them. That makes us all feel a little bit more human. Ben Hall and Hall's Accordion with a cutout score 22 to go on top of their 89 first round points for a collective 2-round score of 111, not 111. Alrighty, we'll just change over our camp and then we'll have, I believe Karen Butters is making her way in to take over from the microphone. First up in the new mob will be 51, Peter O'Neill, riding Roy. Second will be Susan Cutler, riding Cutler's Rocky Road at 52. 53 will be Ken Perrett's One More Brave. 54 will be Wade Warrior riding Buddy Be Good. And 55 will be Jason Comiskey's Saintly. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Karen. We'll see you all later on.
Thank you so much, Sean. In camp now, we have competitor 51, Peter O'Neill, riding Roy. He'll be building on his first round score of 89. Next into camp will be 52, Susan Cutler on Cutler's Rocky Road, 53, Ken Perrott, 54, Wade Warrion, 55, Jason Comiskey, and 56, Bryony Puddicombe. Score through there for Peter was a 23 only, together with his first round of 89. Has a total score of 112 in camp now. Competitor 52, Susan Cutler on Cutler's Rocky Road, building on a first round score of 19.5. On standby at the gate, 53, Ken Perrott on One More Brave. 54, Wade Warrion on Buddy Be Good. 55, Jason Comiskey on Saintly. 56, Bryony Puddicombe on Moulin Rouge. 57, Erin Morgan on Divine Acres. 58, Joel Hill on Lamb's Perception. Score through there for Susan Cutler was a 19.5, together with a first round of 19.5, correct, is a total of 39. Could Jock Weston please come to the Secretary's box? Jock Weston, if you can hear us, could you please come to the Secretary's box? In camp now, we have competitor 53, Ken Perrott on One More Brave, building on his first round score of 87.5. Next into camp will be 54, Wade Warrion, 55, Jason Comiskey, 56, Bryony Puddicombe. Score through there for Ken, 21.5, 61.5 and a 4 for an 87, together with his first round of 87.5, gives him a total of 174.5. In camp now, we have competitor 54, Wade Warrion on Buddy Be Good. Next in camp will be 55, Jason Comiskey, 56, Bryony Puddicombe, 57, Erin Morgan and 58, Joel Hill. Score there for Wade Warrior was a 22 only. That leaves him with a total of 22. In camp now, 55. We watch Jason Comiskey on Saintly, building on a first round score of 82. Next into camp 56, we have Bryony Puddicombe on Moulin Rouge. 56 on standby, Erin Morgan. 57. 58 is Joel Hill. 59, Harvey Wakeford. And 60, Ben Hill. Jock Weston, if you're around, could you please come to the Secretary's box? Jock Weston, if you can see or know where Jock Weston is, if you could just give him a call to come to the Secretary's box, please. Score there for Jason Comiskey was a 22, 64 and 4 for a 90. Together with his 82 gives him a total of 172 points. In camp now, 56, we watch Bryony Puddicombe on Moulin Rouge, building on a first round score of 22. On standby at the gate, 57, Erin Morgan. 58, Joel Hill. 59, Harvey Wakeford. 60, Ben Hill. 61, Pete Comiskey. 62, David Reader. 63, Rick Hopkins. 64, Michael Reid. And 65, Cameron Webster. Score there for Bryony Puddicombe was a 23, sorry. Together with the 22 gives her a total of 45. In camp now, competitor 57, Erin Morgan, riding Divine Acres, building on an 85.5 in the first round. Next in camp on standby at the gate will be 58, Joel Hill on Lamb's Perception. 59, Harvey Wakeford on Blue Twist. 60, Ben Hill on Remick. 61, Pete Comiskey on Yavin Smooth Sailing. Score there for Erin Morgan was a 15.5, together with her 85.5 in the first round, gives her a total of 101. In camp now, competitor 58, Joel Hill on Lamb's Perception, building on his first round score of 21.5. Next into camp will be 59, Harvey Wakeford on Blue Twist. 60, Ben Hill. 61, Pete Comiskey. And 62, David Reader. Score there for Joel Hill, 23, 63 and 4 for a 90. Together with his first round of 21.5 gives him an aggregate of 111.5. In camp now, we watch 59, Harvey Wakeford on Blue Twist, building on his first round score of 75. Next into camp will be 60, Ben Hill on Remick, 61, Pete Comiskey on Yaven Smooth Sailing, 62, David Reeder on Cody, 63, Rick Hopkins on Austin Power, 64, Michael Reid on Mighty in Lace, 65, Cameron Webster on Paris, 66, Morgan Marks on Comrade, and 67, Trevor Coombs on Hannah. Score there for Harvey Wakeford, a 22, 62.5 and 4 for an 88.5, together with a 75 in the first round. Gives him a total of 163.5. In camp now we have competitor 60, Ben Hill on Remick, building on his first round of 84. Next into camp will be 61, Pete Comiskey, 62, David Reeder, and 63, Rick Hopkins. We are watching the second round of the McKechnie Earthmoving Open. Our judges are Mr. Trader Wilson and Mr. Al Sullivan. Of course, those wonderful cattle from Willinga Pastoral Co. Score for Ben Hill, 21, 62 and 4 for an 87, together with his 84, gives him a total of 171. In camp now, competitor 61, we have Pete Comiskey on Yaven Smooth Sailing, building on a first round score of 88. Next into camp will be 62, David Reeder, 63, Rick Hopkins, 64, Michael Reid, 65, Cameron Webster, 66, Morgan Marks. Score there for Pete Comiskey was a 21 only, together with his 88, gives him a total of 109. In camp now, competitor 62. We see David Reeder looking over his cattle, riding Cody, building on a first round of 87. Next into camp will be 63, Rick Hopkins, 64, Michael Reid, 65, Cameron Webster, 66, Morgan Marks, 67, Trevor Coombs, 68, Louise Comiskey, 69, Jess Hoffman, 70, Troy Palmer, 71, Mark Buttsworth, and 72, Kerry Turner. It's unfortunately a no score there for David, and he goes out with his first round score of 87. In camp now, competitor 63, we have Rick Hopkins riding Austin Power. He'll be building on a first round score of 83.5. On standby at the gate, 64, Michael Reid on My Tea in Lace. 65, Cameron Webster riding Paris. 66, Morgan Marks will ride Comrade. And 67, Trevor Coombs will ride Hannah. Score through there for Rick was a 21.5, together with his 83.5, gives him a total of 105. In camp now, competitor 64, we watch Michael Reid on My Tea in Lace, and he's building on his first round of 77. Next into camp on standby will be 65, Cameron Webster, 66, Morgan Marks, and 67, Trevor Coombs. Score there for Michael Reid was a 15 only, together with his 7-7 in the first round, gives him a total of 92. In camp now we have competitor 65, Cameron Webster, riding Paris. He's building on his first round of 88. Next into camp will be 66, Morgan Marks, 67, Trevor Coombs, 68, Louise Comiskey, 69, Jess Hoffman, 70, Troy Palmer. Score through there for Cameron Webster of 17 only, together with his 88, gives him a total of 105. In camp now, competitor 66, we have Morgan Marks, riding Comrade, building on a first round score of 88.5. Next into camp 67 will be Trevor Coombs on Hannah, 68, Louise Comiskey on Good Time Chick, 69, Jess Hoffman on Kitty, 70, Troy Palmer Palmer on Binia Sniper. 71 will be Mark Buttsworth on Nonda Southern Cross. Score through there for Morgan Marks, 21, 64 and 4 for an 89 together with his 88 and a half, gives him a total of 177 and a half. In camp now, 67, we have Trevor Coombs on Hannah, building on a score of 22 in the first round. On standby, 68, Louise Comiskey, 69, Jess Hoffman and 70, Troy Palmer. Trevor Coombs gets an 18, a 59 and a 3 for a total of 80. Together with his 22 in the first round, we have a score of 102. In camp now, we watch competitor 68, Louise Comiskey, riding Good Time Chick, building on a first score of 21 and a half. Next into camp will be 69, Jess Hoffman, riding Kitty. 70, Troy Palmer, riding Binia Sniper. 71, Mark Buttsworth on Nonda Southern Cross. 72, Kerry Turner on Turner's Stud Controller. 73, Heath Shrimp on Bunda Imi. 74, John Mulcahy on Stratton Just a Charlotte. 75, Harry Scott on Morangi Romeo's Child. Score through there for Louise Comiskey was a 22, a 60 and a half and a 4 for an 86 and a half, together with a 21 and a half, gives her a total of 108. Now in camp we have competitor 69. We watch Jess Hoffman, riding Kitty, building on a first round score of 87 and a half. Next in camp will be 70, Troy Palmer. Score there for Jess Hoffman of a 21.5 only, together with 87.5 in the first round, gives her a total of 109. In camp now, we have competitor 70. Troy Palmer riding Binia Sniper, building on his first round of 21. Next into camp, 71, Mark Buttsworth, 72, Kerry Turner, 73, Heath Shrimp, 74, John Mulcahy, 75, Harry Scott, and 76, John Templeton. Score through there for Troy Palmer on Binia Sniper was a 22 only. Together with his 21 in the first round, gives him a total of 43. In camp now, 71, we have Mark Buttsworth on Nonda Southern Cross, building on a first round score of 89.5. Next into camp will be 72, Kerry Turner, 73 on Standby Heath Shrimp, 74, John Mulcahy. Score there for Mark Buttsworth, 23, 58.5 and 4, for a total of 85.5, together with his 89.5 in the first round, gives him a total of 175. In camp now, we watch competitor 72, Kerry Turner, riding Turner's Stud Controller, and she's building on a first round of 86. Next into camp will be competitor 73 on Heath Shrimp on Bunda Imi, 74, John Mulcahy on Stratton Jester Charlotte, 75, Harry Scott on Morangi Romeo's Child. Score there for Kerry Turner was a 22 only, together with her first round of 86, gives her a total of 108. In camp now, 73, we watch Heath Shrimp on Bunda Imi, building on a first round score of 80. Next into camp, we will have 74, John Mulcahy, 75, Harry Scott, 76, John Templeton, 77, Rob Leach, 78, Harry Steger, 79, Ben Fogg, 80, Laura Comiskey, 81, Thomas Hinman, and 82, Ty Blockland. Score through there for Heath Shrimp, 21, 61 and 4 for a total of 86. Together with his first round of 80 gives him a total of 166. In camp now, competitor 74, John Mulcahy on Stratton, Just a Charlotte, building on a first round of 22. Next into camp will be 75, Harry Scott. On standby, 76, John Templeton, 77, Rob Leach. Score through there for John Mulcahy, 23, 62 and 4 for an 89. Together with his 22 gives him a total of 111. In camp now we watch competitor 75, Harry Scott, riding Morangi, Romeo's Child. He's got a first round score of 60. And standby at the gate, 76, John Templeton on Shadow Park Exclusive. 77 on standby, Rob Leach on Hazelwood Congressman. 78, Harry Steger on Jessie J. 79, Ben Fogg on Sir 7. 80, Laura Comiskey on Benera Spot On. 81, Thomas Hinman on Destined to be a Grifter. 82, Ty Blockland on Hazaction Spider. And 83, Will Durkin on Hazelwood Conspiracy. Score there for Harry Scott of 21 only, together with a 60, gives him a total of 81. In camp now, 76, John Templeton on Shadow Park Exclusive. And John's building on a first round of 71. This is a Pat Hardwick nomination. And so we're watching the second round of the McKechnie Earthmoving Open. We're going through to competitor 200 today. Great big thank you goes out to the Willinga Pastoral Co for the cattle we draft, to our two judges, Mr. Trader Wilson and Mr. Al Sullivan. Score there for John Templeton, 16, 63 and 4 for an 83. Together with his 71, gives him a total of 154. In camp now, looks like we're having a tidy up. Will be Rob Leach on Hazelwood Congressman at number 77. He's building on a first round score of 89. On standby at the gate, we'll have competitor 78, Harry Steger on Jessie J. 79, Ben Fogg on Sir 7, and 80, Laura Comiskey on Benera Spot On. Score there for Rob Leach. We have a new leader. 22, 63.5 and 4 for an 89.5. Together with his 89 gives him a total of 178.5. In camp now, competitor 78, we watch Harry Steger on Jesse J, and he's building on an 82. Next into camp will be 79, Ben Fogg. 80, Laura Comiskey. 81, Thomas Hinman. 82, Ty Blockland. 83, Will Durkin. 84, Carolyn McNabb. 85, Peter Black. 86 will be Samuel Phelps. 87, Dean Jones. And 88 will be Penny McIntosh. Score through there for Harry Steger. 21, 58.5 and 3 for an 82.5. Together with his 82 in the first round gives him a total of 164.5. In camp now we have competitor 79, Ben Fogg, riding Sir 7 and building on a first round of 21. Next into camp will be 80, Laura Comiskey. 81, Thomas Hinman, and 82 will be on standby, Ty Blockland. Score through there for Ben Fogg, 15.5, together with his 21 in the first round, gives him a total of 36.5. In camp now, we watch competitor 80, Laura Comiskey on Bonera, spot on, building on a first round of 86. Next into camp will be 81, Tom Hinman, 82, Ty Blockland, 83, Will Durkin, 84, Carolyn McNabb, 85, Peter Black, and 86, Samuel Phelps. Score there for Laura Comiskey, 21, 61 and 4 for an 86, together with an 86 in the first round, total of 172. In camp now, competitor 81, we watch Thomas Hinman on Destined to be a Grifter, and he is building on a first round score of 90. Next into camp will be 82, Ty Blockland, 83, Will Durkin. Score there for Thomas Hinman was a 21.5, together with his 90, gives him a 111.5 aggregate. In camp now, 82, Ty Blockland on Has Action Spider, building on a first round score of 21. Next into camp, 83 will be Will Durkin on Hazelwood Conspiracy, 84, Carolyn McNabb on Pepto Cat, 85, Peter Black on Out of Time, 86, Samuel Phelps on Braveview Electrum, 87, Dean Jones on Flame and Style, 88, Penny McIntosh on AMAC Condo, 89, Steve Comiskey on Hat Full of Jewels. Score there for Ty Blockland, 18, 61 and 4 for an 83. Together with a 21 in the first round, gives him a total of 104. In camp now, we watch competitor 83, Will Durkin on Hazelwood Conspiracy, building on a first round score of 89. Outside, we watch the Kim and Evan Acton nomination with Will Durkin riding Hazelwood Conspiracy, Charters Towers competitor. Next into Camp 84, we have Carolyn McNabb on Pepto Cat. 85 will be Peter Black on Out of Time, and 86 Samuel Phelps. Score there for Will Durkin on Hazelwood Conspiracy is 17, 64 and 4 for an 85, together with his 89. Gives him a total of 174. In camp now, 84 is Carolyn McNabb on Pepto Cat, New South Wales competitor, building on a first round score of 21. Score through there for Carolyn McNabb of 21, 62 and 4 for a total of 87, together with a 21. Gives her a total of 108. In camp now, we have competitor 85, Peter Black on Out of Time, building on a 21 in the first round. 86 will be next in camp, Samuel Phelps on Braveview Electrum. 87, Dean Jones. 88, Penny McIntosh. 89, Steve Comiskey. 90 will be Wal Vivas. 91, Wendy Hurley. 92, Andrew Turvey. 93, Tom Denson. 94, Lockie Thompson. Score there for Peter Black on Out of Time, 23, 62 and a half and 4 for an 89 and a half. Together with his 21 gives him a total of 110 and a half. 86 in camp is Samuel Phelps on Braveview Electrum, building on a first round score of 87 and a half. Next into camp, 87, Dean Jones. 88 on Standby, Penny McIntosh. 89, Steve Comiskey. 90, Wal Vivas. Score there for Samuel Phelps of 21, 61 and 4 for an 86, together with his 87.5 in the first round. Gives him a total of 173.5. In camp now, we watch competitor 87, Dean Jones on Flame and Style, building on a 21 in the first round. Into camp, where we will have 88, Penny McIntosh on AMAC Can Do. 89 on standby, Steve Comiskey. 90, Walvivas. 91, Wendy Hurley. 92, Andrew Turvey. And 93, Tom Denson. Score there for Dean Jones was a 22 only, together with his 21. Gives him a total of 43. On camp now, looking over her cattle, we have competitor 88. Penny McIntosh on AMAC Can Do. She's building on a first round of 81. Next into camp 89, Steve Comiskey on Hat Full of Jewels. 90, Walvivas will ride Cupid. 91, Wendy Hurley on Jackie. 92, Andrew Turvey on Knipes Destiny Playgirl. Score through there for Penny McIntosh of a 21.5 only, together with a 81. In the first round gives her a total of 102.5. In camp now, 89, we have Steve Comiskey on Hat Full of Jewels, and he's building on a previous score of 88. Next into camp, on standby, will be 90, Walvivas on Cupid. 91, Wendy Hurley. 92, Andrew Turvey. 93, Tom Denson. And 94, Lockie Thompson. Score there for Steve Comiskey was a 22 only, together with his first round of 88, gives him a total of 110. In camp now, we have competitor 90, Walvivas on Cupid, building on his first round of 22. Next into camp on standby, 91, Wendy Hurley on Jackie. 92, Andrew Turvey. 93, Tom Denson. 94, Lachlan Thompson. 95, Kerry Hamilton. 96, Kimberly Salmon. 97, Mark Hutton. 98, Mick Southern. 99 will be Jason Linley. Score there for Walvivas was a 22.59.5 and a 3 together, which makes an 84.5. Together with the 22 gives him a total of 106.5. In camp now, competitor 91, Wendy Hurley from Toogoolawah, riding Jackie, building on a first round of 87. Next into camp will be 92, Andrew Turvey, 93, Tom Denson, and 94, Lockie Thompson. Score through there for Wendy Hurley, 21.57 and 3 for an 81. Together with her 87, gives her a total of 168. In camp now, competitor 92, we watch Andrew Turvey on Knipe's Destiny Playgirl, building on his first round of 87. Next into camp on standby, 93, Tom Denson, 94, Lachlan Thompson, 95, Kerry Hamilton, 96, Kimberly Salmon, 97, Mark Hutton, 98, Mick Southern. You are watching the McKechnie Earthmoving Open Draft. The second round this afternoon. We'll be going to competitor 200 this afternoon. In the morning, starting at 6 a.m. with the maiden. First round, completion of the first round of the maiden in the morning at 6 a.m. Score through there for Andrew Turvey on Knipe's Destiny Playgirl, a 22.54 and a 79.5. Together with the 87 in the first round gives him a total of 166.5. On camp now, competitor 93, Tom Denson, riding Sweet Lady, building on his first round of 82.5. Next into camp on standby at the gate, 94, Lockie Thompson on Croker's Stud Reset. 95, Kerry Hamilton on Spin and Catnap. 96 will be Kimberly Salmon on Duck Down. 97, Mark Hutton on Hall's Riot. 98, Mick Southern on Nearbo President. 99, Jason Lindley on Genuine Checks. And 100 is a scratching. Score there for Tom Denson of 22.63 and 4 for an 89, together with his 82.5 in the first round. That's a total of 171.5. On camp now, we have competitor 94, Lachlan Thompson on Croker's Stud Reset. He's building on a first round score of 81.5. Next into camp, 95, Kerry Hamilton, 96 on standby, Kimberly Salmon, 97, Mark Hutton, 98, Mick Southern, 99, Jason Lindley. Score there for Lockie Thompson, 21.5, 59 and 4, or an 84.5 together with his 81.5 in the first round, gives him a total of 166. In camp now, we watch competitor 95, Kerry Hamilton, on spin and catnap, building on a first round of 21. Next into camp, we see competitor 96, Kimberly Salmon. Then on standby, 97, Mark Hutton, 98, Mick Southern, 99, Jason Lindley. 100 is that scratching. We will drag the arena and go on to 101, Katie Keebler. 102, Joe Payne. 103, Jock Weston. 104, Matthew Moffat. Score through there for Kerry Hamilton was a 21 only, together with 21 in the first round, gives her a total of 42. On camp now, looking over a cattle, competitor 96, Kimberly Salmon on duck down, building on a 15 in the first round. 97 on standby, Mark Hutton. 98, Mick Southern. Score there for Kimberly Salmon, 23, 62.5 and a 4 for an 89.5. Together with a 15 in the first round, gives her a total of 104.5. In camp now, we have competitor 97, Mark Hutton, riding Hall's Riot. He's building on his first round of 20. Could we have the arena cleaners to clear up that beast, please? Thank you. Next into camp then will be 98, Mick Southern on Nearbo President. 99, Jason Lindley on Genuine Checks. And then that 100 is a scratching, so we will drag the arena. And then go on to 101, Katie Keebler. 102, Joe Payne. Score there for Mark Hutton was a 20.5 only, together with his previous him a total of 40.5. In camp now, competitor 98, Mick Southern on Nearbo President, building on a first round score of 89.5. Next into camp will be 99 Jason Linley on genuine checks. And he will be our last competitor before that arena drag. And then we'll move on to 101 Katie Keebler, 102 Joe Payne, 103 Jock Weston, 104 Matthew Moffat, 105 Michael Hayes, and 106 Evan Hiscock. We have a new leader, Mick Southern on Nearbo President, a score of 22, 64 and 4 for a 90. Together with his 89 and a half, gives him a total of 179 and a half. In camp now, competitor 99, Jason Linley on genuine checks, building on his first round of 79 and a half. 100 is that scratching, so we'll drag the arena. We'll go on to 101 Katie Keebler, 102 Joe Payne. Score through there for Jason Lindley was a 22, 63 and a half and a 4 for a total of 89 and a half. Together with his 79 and a half gives him a total of 169. So we're going to let those cattle go. We're going to drag the arena, give our judges a well-earned break. Going to hand over to the lovely Leslie, and we will go on after the arena drag with 101 Katie Keebler, riding Chikera, 102 Joe Payne, 103 Jock Weston, 104 Matthew Moffat.